I cannot hide my excitement for this month's designer lookalikes or designer inspired finds. If you were to buy everything I'm going to show you in this video at the designer price, the designer version, it would be over $20,000, okay? And if you were to buy every single thing I'm going to show you in this video, the lookalike version that is 99.9% from Amazon, it would be under $1,000, like 900 and something. Let's jump in. We have a number of shoes as we move into fall. We'll start there with shoes, and then we'll talk about some jewelry and a few clothing things. This one is good, my friends. This one is good. As always, everything will be linked down below in the description box, or you can head to my Amazon storefront and go to the list specifically for designer inspired finds, where I update, especially like as I'm purchasing, because the stuff sells out fast. I am definitely not holding back. This is one of my absolute favorite finds, y'all. I love Isabel Marant, pretty much all designs, but I've always loved these boots. And obviously you can see they are $1,700. Obviously, if you buy the designer brand. And so when I found these on Amazon, I really braced myself for them to be awful. I figured I'll be sending these right back, especially considering they are only $55. And I am so flipping like shocked and surprised. These are going to be so adorable during fall with like jeans or like skinnier jeans, right? That you can tuck in, or skirts, dresses. Like there's just so many ways to style these. And I honestly am just shocked. Like I cannot believe the price. They do have them in black. And then I do feel like the videos making these look a little bit more chocolate. They are a little bit deeper of a brown, but the videos making them appear a little more chocolate, but they are definitely, you know, a chocolatey dark brown. And speaking of Isabel Marant, the next pair of boots are lookalikes for the Denve boots. So the kind of grayish color of these boots was very, very popular. It still is. They sell out constantly. They have released new colors, and they also have this suede black. I realize that this is very difficult to see. I am going to style these in an upcoming Amazon fall outfits video, so you will get to see these styled, but I mean, they are, you know, they're a suede black boot. The design and cut of them is the same as the Isabel Marant ones, which basically kind of give you that slight Western vibe with a little bit more of an elevated kind of, you know, editorial type style, not so like Western, but still the vibes, if that makes any sense at all. Then, of course, we have these Chloe boots. I love Chloe items, but they are very pricey. So these are the Susanna ankle boots. The Amazon version of these, y'all. Okay, I will be honest. I do have the real version of these in brown that I got from like a second-hand store many years ago. And I got to tell you, the Amazon versions feel basically the same. It's kind of unbelievable. I really, it's quite shocking, honestly. It makes me kind of embarrassed that I did not pay the $14.50. I paid a lot less than that, but still, they come in 9 color options, okay? 9 color options. There's a red, there's a white. You can do black with gold. You can do black with silver. It all just depends on your style. But these are, you know, obviously these have a little bit more of an eclectic style to them. But in terms of being a lookalike for the real thing, they are it, baby. They definitely fit the bill for a fraction of the price. Now, these are not like the most expensive designer ever, but these are Margot, the Demi Jane woven type ballet flats, if you will. And the ones from Amazon are from the Cushionaire brand, which is one of my favorite brands on Amazon for shoes. I find the quality to be quite incredible, and the name to me is just, it says it all. They really are like soft, comfortable shoes. These are in like a rich burgundy color, which is perfect for fall. Once again, I am going to have an upcoming Amazon fall fashion video, so you'll get to see a lot of these shoes styled in different ways. But I have to say, you know, again, there's like Bottega Veneta. There's other brands that make woven shoes that are much more expensive. But even to me, compared to the $300 ones from Margot, these are beautiful. They are soft. They have that kind of like memory foam, so comfortable to wear. Just a great shoe. And of course, Kate, another designer that's kind of well known for their very like sleek styles, nothing too loud or crazy. These mesh flats, I've really fallen in love with mesh flats. I never thought I would say that, but they are so comfortable in general. And so these are like the leather trimmed, they look like the Kate mesh flats, which are basically sold out everywhere. So I don't even know if you can get the Kate ones, even if you wanted to spend $900 on them. But these $50 ones from Amazon look basically exactly the same. They do come in 4 color options, kind of a red, a white, and a black, I believe. And they're great. They're so easy to wear. And again, look great with dresses, great with jeans, lots of different ways that you can style these. Okay, these shoes might not be for everybody, but these Oxfords, I fell in love with these when I saw them last year. I put them in my wish list to buy for this fall, and I'm so glad that I did. I want to make it clear that just because these are from Amazon, they're not like an Amazon brand shoe. They are from the brand Eastland. They are very, very high quality. And as you can see, the brand, The Office, or it's like from the office of Angela Scott, they make the cutest shoes. If you've never seen their shoes, they just make the cutest shoes. So many fun colors and textures, but they are expensive, like $600 plus. And so I know this might not be everybody's style, especially kind of the menswear type style, but I do think it's so fun to style up for fall. I will show you some ideas, especially ways to make it more feminine and not masculine. This is how I really love to play with that balance when I'm dressing and finding cute ways to wear things, because man, the Oxfords, they're just like a childhood throwback for me. Missoni is another one of those brands that's very hard to replicate or find lookalikes for, but these 9 West ballet flats, to me, again, this is not about a dupe or an exact copy. This is about a lookalike, an inspired look. And as you can see from the kind of sort of chevron-y almost stripes, the many colors, it just absolutely has the Missoni vibes. Again, for $48. Missoni doesn't make a lot of shoes, so the ballet flats, it's not exactly comparable. Again, they are more inspired by the look of Missoni, but these again are great for dresses, jeans, just quick and easy toss on shoes. I very much appreciate that all variations of flats are in style at the moment. All right, these next 2 jacket lookalikes, man. Okay, here we go. The Prada nylon barn coat that costs $3,400, y'all. That's crazy. That's bananas. This one from the Allegra K brand on Amazon is only $34.99. And to me, again, no, it doesn't have a Prada logo on it or anything like that, but it's a very similar vibe. You've got the kind of brownish, almost like it's little rusty colored, but brownish barn coat look. The corduroy around the neck in the darker brown. I mean, very, very similar vibes. Again, we're not looking to like dupe this completely and have it, be a ripoff, so to speak, with a fake Prada logo. This is just an inspired by if you want the look for a whole lot less. And to me, this is what really inspires me personally with fashion, is that I follow a lot of, people who perhaps they spend a lot of money or get sent, I don't know, but very expensive things that are just far outside my budget or ability to ever pay that much money for a coat or something like that. So I love like kind of recreating the looks that they create, that I'm like, oh man, I love that. That's what first made me want to click on it. Then I see the price and I run screaming the other direction. So this is where I get to kind of bring out my creativity and create a similar look for a fraction of the price. And that is very much what this coat is to me. It's the vibes of that Prada barn coat, but I can't even do that kind of math in my head at the moment, a absolute fraction of the price. The next jacket that I'm sharing with you is actually not from Amazon, but I wanted to share it because I do know that it's going to sell out. So this year, I believe, Bottega Veneta came out with a canvas barn coat, Chore coat, honestly, like a, very feminized version of a Carhartt jacket. Now theirs has like a burgundy, like croc collar, I believe, but it's still like that pink. And it just kind of, again, the vibes is what we're looking for. So I found a few different options to kind of dupe that look, because once again, The Bottega Veneta one is thousands of dollars. This one is from Old Navy. It is $59.99. It is so comfortable. I did not actually even want to take it off after this. I am linking to another one that's from Shopbop. The brand I believe is actually called Le Bop, and it's from Shopbop. It's more expensive. It's, I think, around $200, but it's a little bit closer in terms of the colorway of the Bottega one. But to me, again, this is giving that same kind of look, the same kind of vibes. This is a designer that I recently discovered way out of my price range, but I love all of his stuff, Roberto Coin. And so I found these hoops on Amazon. These are actually moissanite and 18 karat gold. This is higher quality jewelry than what you're usually getting on Amazon. It's not the $12 stuff, hence the price being a little bit higher than you would normally pay in terms of like a $12 or $15 pair of earrings on Amazon. But the quality is incredible. So I'm very tempted to order the like hinge bracelet because it's, you know, similar to the Cartier one, but different. You know, it kind of blends the Cartier vibes with the VCA vibes, you know, the Van Cleef Arpels vibes. It's kind of like all of that wrapped into one. So I will probably order that bracelet and keep you updated. But for now, I really love these hoop earrings. All right, next we're jumping into the wild and wonderful world of Mason Pearson hairbrushes. At some point, I intend to do some rather extended research on the fascination with these brushes because they're crazy expensive. I mean, the smaller ones are in the 200s, but the large and extra large ones are, you know, 400 plus. There's even an all wood version, all wood, all bore, that's $870 on Neiman Marcus's website. I found this, this one's made in Germany, this one from Amazon. This brand, it's very highly rated. Again, this is not a $10 brush. This one is still, I believe, like $69.95, but it is 100% what they call first cut boar bristle. As I understand it, these are supposed to really help your scalp, your hair. There's a lot of reasons. I will research and further let you know, but if you've wanted a Mason Pearson brush, this is a fraction of the price. This handbag is once again kind of about the vibes, right? So Rebecca Minkoff bags, I love the use of the studs and that they do have like a lot of fringe and boho vibes and stuff. This bag from Amazon, this is genuine Italian leather. It's a crossbody bag. It does come in, I think, 6 different color options. And there's another style of this that's more of like a half moon shape, but the quality of this bag is incredible. It definitely, to me, is a blend between a lot of like what we are seeing right now from Valentino with the studs. They've always done studs, but they're doing them in a bit different way. And same thing for Rebecca Minkoff. It's just a lookalike bag that is, you know, a third of the price, but a great quality bag. Definitely not like a cheap chintzy bag, but again, kind of giving you those vibes for way less money. I just want to also let you know that editing Angie is so annoyed with myself for how many times I've used the word vibes. I really did not intend to, and I apologize because if you're not annoyed, you probably should be because it's awful. I'm going to expand my vocabulary and not use that word, at least for the rest of this video. That is my promise to you. All right, next up we have 2 different pieces of jewelry that are lookalikes for David Yurman pieces, another designer that I really enjoy but cannot afford. So this is the David Yurman Tiger's Eye pendant kind of dupe lookalike, if you will. The Amazon version is under $10, and I did actually link you to 2 different versions from Amazon. Both of them are right at that $10 price point, but I love that for fall, and I am layering it with another David Yurman lookalike for this David Yurman beaded necklace. Again, tiger's eye beaded necklace. And the Amazon version, well, the David Yurman version of this one is like $580 retail, I believe. And the Amazon version, again, is at that same like, I don't know, an under $15 price point. I actually also got it in the kind of pinkish shade as well. The rhodonite, I believe is how you pronounce that. I love layering beaded necklaces. I love layering necklaces in general, but especially as we're peeking into fall here, early fall, the tiger's eye is just easy to style, easy to wear with so many of the colors that I already have in my wardrobe. I don't have to overthink it too much. And I love that. Things I can just toss on and go, and I don't have to overthink them. All right, my friend, that is it for this month's designer inspired finds. I've already got some stuff rolling in for next month's video, and these finds are just as amazing as this month's, okay? So you're definitely gonna wanna stick around, come back. Be sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if there's certain designer items that you're like, I love that, but I will never spend the money on that. Like I would never, I can't, whatever the reason is. And you'd like me to see if I can dig up a designer inspired find. This is like, I'm a truffle pig with this, okay? I love rooting out the truffles. So if there's something that you're looking for, let me know in the comments. I'll see what I can do about digging up a really good lookalike for you. That wraps up today's video. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you again very soon.